guys, welcome to the Smiling Professor. My name is Bukola. Do you know, according to Bloomberg, 8 out of 10 businesses fail in their first 18 months? That's why today we're going to discuss the 6 common mistakes new entrepreneurs make. So before we go to discuss today's topic, I would like to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel so far and taking the time out to comment on my videos. I would like to say thank you to Corey for being the first person to comment on my last video, The Business of Big Brother. Thank you for the support. If this is your first time here, please take the time out to click the subscribe button below. So today we're going to try a different style of video. The aim is to be more conversational, so we're going to have less typical definitions. With regards to Bloomberg statistics, there are lots of reasons why new businesses fail, but today we're going to be discussing what new entrepreneurs can do so they don't become part of this statistic. And I'll also be discussing my own personal experiences with some examples. So the first mistake that new entrepreneurs make is not having a plan or a structure. I know that some people like to be free-spirited, but believe me, when you're starting a business, it's not the time to adopt this mindset or to actually execute this mindset. This is because business in its nature involves organizing individuals from your suppliers up to your employees with the aim of selling a product or a service. So you can see, as a business owner, one of your key duty is actually making a plan or a structure for your business. So with big businesses, they always have a creator and a bunch of other teams working together in collaboration. So they have teams like their financial team, their marketing teams, and all of them normally work together. But for new entrepreneurs, you might not have this. You might be playing more than one role. So you might be playing the role of the CEO, the creator, the marketer. So you have to be careful and strategic on your plans. So this plan is like a guide to give your potential business some sort of structure. It is not a conventional business plan. There is actually nothing wrong with writing a conventional business plan if you have the skills or the know-how to write a conventional business plan. But I know not everyone has the skills to write a conventional business plan. So writing out this plan will give you some sort of guide to your business. For me personally, one of my key business principles is actually to start small, then expand. But if you have the funds, you can start big. You have to be very careful starting a new business with a huge capital. An example of this is the Quibi streaming service shutting down just 6 months after they launched. Apparently, they were able to raise $1.7 billion in capital, $1.7 billion. And they're shutting down after 6 months. I am wondering what's going to happen with all that capital. But this is the reason I really like to start a business small, because my mistakes are not going to cost me $1.7 billion. And when you start small, you have the ability to learn quickly and adapt quickly because there's not a lot of capital involved. And it's also better to make small mistakes than a huge failure. So now let's discuss what should be in your business plan. First of all, you have to write what the general idea of your business is. And you also have to write who your target customers are. Would it be a product? Would it be a service? What will be the ideal price for your product or your service? Who are the competitors that already exist in this business that you've chosen? What is the market like? And this leads to the next point. You have to do your homework. What I mean is you have to do your research. I know it's like going back to school, and school doesn't bring fun memories. But being an entrepreneur, you have to do your research. Being a new entrepreneur, one of the key things you have to do is an extensive research into your new industry. So I have a personal example on this point. I have a friend who decided to start a YouTube channel teaching people how to do makeup. As most of you know, this is a fast-growing sector of the YouTube business. So she decided that she was going to do this. She went ahead to buy her camera, her equipment, all the makeup she needed, and she started. The first problem that she encountered was she realized that some video editors in Nigeria are like some of our tailors. If you're not Nigerian, what this means is some of our tailors tend to disappoint us just when we need a dress for the wedding or for the birthday we're going for. So that was the first problem she encountered, not having a good editor. And another thing is that she totally forgot that in Nigeria we do not have constant electricity. So for her to shoot her videos, she constantly had to go buy for pussy generator to power her equipment. So she totally forgot that in Nigeria we don't have constant electricity. But this was too much cost for her because she didn't factor in the fact that she would have to buy fuel for a generator to shoot the videos, and this was too much cost for her. So at the end of the day, she ended up selling all her equipment and just not doing the business anymore. And this was quite sad because it was a good idea, and as I said earlier on, it's a fast growing business sector of YouTube. So this is why it's very good to actually do an extensive research on everything before you start a business. Conducting your research before you start any business provides you with the opportunity to know the do's and don'ts of that business. Also provides you with the opportunity to investigate the industry price of that particular product or service, know the common problem associated with the industry you're picking, and provide you with the opportunity to know if there's a particular skill you need to acquire before you participate in that industry. Personally, I've learned a lot from Igbo traders. Some of them don't have a formal academic education, but they succeed a lot in business. This is because most of them take time out to do their research. So they take years or months to try and understand a particular industry, and they do this by apprenticeships. Doing your research also gives you the opportunity to understand your potential business competitors. You can also do your research into the potential location of your business. Would it be best for you to have a physical location, or would it be best to have a visual location? I spoke a lot about this in my video, how to start a business with no money, and the link to this video is down below. Another mistake that new entrepreneurs make is not hiring the right people or the right team. So as a business owner or a potential business owner, you mostly have to work in collaboration with other people. But now we're not only talking about the customer service representative, we're talking about the whole team, including your employees, your suppliers, and also your distributors. This point ties in with the previous point of conducting an adequate research. You as a business owner must select properly who you choose to do business with. You have to choose someone who respects your business and is not looking to take advantage of you in any way, be it the employers or your suppliers. It is important they treat your business with the respect it deserves. For employees, it starts from the hiring process. There are some characteristics you should be looking out for, and these characteristics include: you should be looking for someone who is well presented, someone who is a good communicator, someone who is polite and friendly, a fast learner, someone who is punctual, someone with a good knowledge of your product or your business brand, someone who is respectful, someone who is goal-driven, someone who is also loyal and honest, someone who possesses good leadership skills, and finally someone who has good problem solving skills. I spoke a lot about this extensively in my video, the importance of good customer service personnel. If you would like to learn more about this, the link of this video is down in the comment section. I made a video on the importance of hiring good customer service representative because I feel this plays a key role in business success, but most people do not pay attention to it. For suppliers and vendors, you will have to do research into their practices and their reputation, because whatever their performance is going to reflect on you and your business. I have a personal example relating to this point. So during my NYC, I was running a catering business, and I received a particular contract that involved making wedding cakes, making small chop, and also cooking some traditional soups for the wedding. So normally when I get such contracts, what I do is I work with other vendors, because if you know anything about Nigerian weddings, they could be quite large. It ranges from about 500 to like 5,000 people. So generally for such occasions, I try to work with a team of people. A day to the wedding, one of the vendors actually disappointed me. They called me and told me they couldn't make it. A day to the wedding. Luckily for me, my mom runs a similar business. She's also into catering. She was able to get me another vendor who helps me with these small chops. But could you imagine if I didn't have my mom to help? So as a new business owner, something you should understand is that customers don't like excuses, and they don't generally care about what is happening behind the scenes. And in fairness to them, it's not actually their duty to care, it's your duty to deliver. So with this responsibility, you have to understand that it's your name that is on the business, and you have to do everything in your power to work with your suppliers and your employees to deliver on your business promise. Another common mistake that new entrepreneurs make is starting a business with the wrong partners. A lot of new entrepreneurs seek partners for different reasons. You have to be careful seeking new partners, because you have to make sure that the person you're choosing to be a partner shares a similar business goal to your business. You have to make sure that you and your partners have the same business goals. If you and your partners do not have similar business goals, there is bound to be conflict, and this is not good for business. Also, be careful acquiring partners just for financial reasons, because you would have to be clear with the individual or individuals from the start. So there's a clear difference between a partner and investor. An investor is someone who provides capital for the business but might not be involved in the day-to-day running of the business. So an investor plays more like a passive role. But with a partner is someone who might also provide capital but is involved in the day-to-day running of the business, so their voice also counts. So you have to make sure that if you're getting a partner, the both of you share the same business goals. Another mistake new entrepreneurs make is seeking loans too early in the business. So be careful seeking loans at the early stage of your business, especially from banks or institutions that are charging you interest, because this would definitely put pressure on you and your business. And most of this loan comes with interest and fees, and the longer you take to pay off the loans, the more interest and fees you might have to pay. My best advice would be try to start small. At least that's my philosophy. Any business I want to start, I always try to start small. Then I see how the business grow and the growth of the business before I start expanding. Also, try to start your new business with whatever capital you can raise. And if you don't have any capital at all, then you can try family and friends or institutions that don't charge interest, because believe me, interest puts a lot of pressure on businesses. Also, don't forget that you would have to add the interest on the loans and the fees to your overall operating costs, so that you would know how much it's going to cost you to run your business if you have to take a loan. Finally, spending your business profits and capital on personal needs. Do not spend your business capital and profits on personal needs. I know some of you are saying, oh my god, Buki, this is obvious, but people actually do this. Some new entrepreneurs actually make this mistake and spend their business capital and profits on personal needs. As a new entrepreneur, you should be able to estimate your potential business expense, and this includes your operating costs. So operating cost includes the direct cost of goods and services, salaries, rent, maintenance, production costs, and don't forget to add the interest and fees of potential loans if you have any. And you have to subtract this operating cost from your total revenue, and this gives you your profit. So even if you have to take money out of your business, please make sure it's your profit. Ideally, you shouldn't be taking money out of a new business for 5 years. I understand that life happens. So even if you have to take money out of your business, make sure you're taking only your profits. I'm sure most of you are saying, why are you emphasizing on this point? Because this is the main reasons why most businesses fail. Because they don't know how to tell the difference between their capital, their profits, their revenue, operating costs, and all of that. And they end up spending their capital on personal needs. And because of this, they have to shut down the business because they don't have capital to replace products or services. I used to have a favorite supermarket, and one day I was surprised to see a closure sign in front of the entrance of the supermarket. So I went in to ask the owner what happened, and she told me that she didn't have enough money to restock. I was surprised about this because I felt like if she had separated her operating costs from her revenue, then she would have spent only her profits and she would have had the operating costs to restock her goods. So these are the 6 common mistakes I feel new entrepreneurs make. If you agree or disagree with me, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you also have something to add to what I'm saying, also let me know. If you would like a part 2 to this video, also let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you to those of you who's watched to the end of this video, and thank you to those of you who's subscribed to my channel and also taking the time out to comment on my videos. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Also like and share my videos. Click the notification bell so you always know when I upload. Thanks guys. See you next week. Bye guys.